showed up, and Armored
Highness.
Penis.
Thank you. Armored Skeptic showed up and bailed me out. He was like, I saw you all alone, and I had to take pity on you because I was
That's
literally
when I was in the woods. Yeah,
Whatever, yeah, when you were in
That's
the
when I was on
woods.
vacation.
Hi, everybody,
I
it's
was-
Friday. You
yeah.
know what Friday means? Shut up, Atticus. That's what Friday means.
It also
Welcome to the
means no,
Funhouse.
Jason.
Yeah.
Here's some drink for the drinky drunks because you can't have anything to drink.
Again, once again, I don't miss alcohol because it was never a major thing. I
It's
miss
always a major
French
thing.
He
fries.
misses the coke.
French
He misses
fries.
the
He
coke.
really misses second.
Oh god, I miss blow. Holy shit. You know what's really good? Sunday mornings, meth first thing when you wake up. Oh,
my God.
nothing beats that. And then
Nothing
just
beats the flavor of
walking
of
around the
Borax
town in your
and,
bathrobe, yelling at people going to church while high on meth. God, I miss it.
What
Hi,
stops you from
everybody.
yelling at people now?
I have the hangout. That's what that's for, Scarce. Hi,
Only on
everybody.
Fridays.
Welcome to the Funhouse where we all have fun, and I haven't hit the applause thing yet. And now the show is officially starting. I'm going to do the introductions, but we all probably know each other anyway.
Who
Starting,
are you white people?
Who are you?
as always, with my very own personal Morticia Adams. Someone who actually has to darken the screen 9 times in order to tone down her pale skin. Is that what you're doing, or are you paling it up so that you don't look so ethnic? My friend Zelda. Say hi, Zelda.
Ethnic? Hi.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, too ethnic. I'm too ethnic. People won't like me if I'm too ethnic.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Snowflake is too ethnic.
Wait, you're a gypsy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying it like a
Wait a
slur. I'm not like,
minute.
let's get her. Get the
Is that-
gypsy.
I have to ask, is that even a race? Is gypsy a race?
Romani.
Yeah, Romani is. It's like an ethnic group.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but technically it's not because we all know they're all made up of kidnapped babies because that's what gypsies do.
Oh
They
my
don't
God.
reproduce; they just kidnap or buy
We
babies.
steal
from
babies
people.
and chickens.
My,
that-
that was a
Money.
joke. They used to say, if you're not good, we're going to sell you to the gypsies.
Oh my
And-
God! My grandparents said that to me.
Hmm That's because they used to do it. They used to buy them. They used to
Well,
buy
they
them
had
all the time.
They had 7 children.
His,
Maybe they had
His
a lot
grandparents.
more and just gave away the ones that sucked.
That's
If you
what st-
believe Walt
that's what
Disney,
scared you
all
straight.
gypsies are like Stromboli in Pinocchio.
that's,
Next to her,
My God, that was so
wrapped in a
bad.
blanket because he's in the freezing north areas. My friend and yours, the
Oh, my.
incomparable, the lovely, and the dateless tonight. Since we lost him last week because he needed to have his Roger Roundley, or Roundley Roger, and something like that. I'm trying to be tasteful instead of saying some guy he was fucking. It's Scarce. Say hi, Scarce.
Magical Negro signing off for duty.
Yeah. You're supposed to give sage advice
Wait, are you
Stage
really
advice.
magical?
to white people
Yes.
so that they can achieve their dreams and goals.
Don't you remember? I let the tarot
That's
choose
a
our
trope,
choose our
isn't it?
fate.
Oh, that's
It
right.
is.
And conveniently
a trope.
flexing when it's time for his introduction,
I wasn't flexing.
showing off his pecs and his workout
Oh my
shirt.
God. This is not my. Just a shirt.
My secret.
And you said I had
hobby.
moves.
Yeah, You know what? They're all moves
Oh,
to me.
I
dude.
time travel.
Yeah, you time traveled. You went back in time and fathered me. My friend, your friend, everybody's friend, and he wishes to be someone's very close friend for at least an hour.
10 minutes, man.
Okay, fine. 10 minutes. You don't even get to get off. But just so long as he does. My friend, Atticus. Say hi, Addie.
Hi. I won't even give you a reach around.
Yeah.
Just go away.
Wow.
Addie has done selfless for too long. It's Addie time. It's time now. I wore.
Me?
Oh wait! You keep disappearing, and I keep missing you.
No, I see.
I'll
I'm right-
never
I'm-
forget you. You know what? I would probably notice you more if you had a great big boner. If you had a huge boner, I'd be like, how can I ignore that boner that's right there in that picture?
I'll get
Our
a huge
friend.
boner, and then you'll be sorry.
Who has the greatest case of penis envy in North America?
Can I win a record for that?
I don't know. I don't know how they
Yes.
measure it.
The Guinness Book of World Records
Yeah.
for jealousy of penises.
Somewhere
Actually, there is a
I know
guy.
who. Wait. I know.
You have
know
to
who
go
would
to
hold- would be
America.
The world record holder.
Who?
I'm gonna put it in the.
Don't put it. Just say it. You're gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah, there is a there is a guy who has the largest penis.
Okay, don't say it.
No.
Our friend. Let me finish.
No.
Our friend who has been annexed to the Kansas branch for a little while, and who's been enslaved into knitting. Schizophrenic Queen. Say hi, Queenie.
Oh,
What are you knitting?
I'm knitting a scarf for Tinky.
Oh darn! I was hoping it was a dick cozy.
I'd need some circular needles for that.
Well, at least you know. How is Tinky? We haven't heard nor seen anything about him.
Oh, he's doing all right. I had to get him some fancy shoes because he needed new shoes.
Oh, that's good.
I just hope these fucking shoes work out because otherwise I'm gonna have to kill somebody and use their skin to make Tinky shoes.
Oh my
do you know how to
God.
tan?
Tinky shoes.
The cutest thing ever.
Wait,
While you're there, you
getting
might as well
someone and
take the
making
penis.
Tinky shoes is the cutest thing ever?
It is.
The fact that they're called Tinky shoes just makes them
Oh,
cute.
it doesn't matter what they're made out of. They have little stuffed kitten heads, and they're made from human flesh. Tinky shoes.
Yep. So cute.
Oh. So we can disguise anything that's horrific so long as we give it a cute name?
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's how
So
the game goes. Don't you know that?
so instead of gutting someone, you should call it a let's see. Tummy surprise slice. Is that cute enough? No, slice is too hard.
Yeah, slice is harsh.
Tummy
No,
surprise
it's
knife
like-
hug.
It's like kitten lobotomies. You can't go wrong.
Oh, just so that
Oh,
everyone
God.
wants to know what
Wow.
those sounds are, Zelda is running a daycare for vampires because it's like 1:00 o'clock at night in Mississippi right now.
It's
And those are all
9.
those kids. Hmm?
It's 9 and it's Friday. They can stay up as late as
Everyone
they want.
knows that at night in Mississippi on Friday, they drop off their kids at the daycare at Zelda's house, and then they go out into the woods to go find out-of-towners to kill. Well, rape and kill. Well, rape, kill, and eat. Right, Zelda?
Not the eating part. Out-of-towners are just, they don't taste right.
No, they don't taste
But they
right.
feel right.
Oh.
Your
It
mom
tastes
feels
my
right.
God.
Out of towners are usually really tight.
Oh, God. Stop
You ain't
covering.
from around here.
This
are ya?
makes it
I can
worse, you know?
feel
Well,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
officially report that I'm not an out of towner, but I'm still tight.
We're gonna
Oh,
need
thank
some
God.
corroboration.
Oh,
We're
did you
gonna
eat
need.
off the other night?
Cut me off a slice of that, baby.
Ew.
Bite the pillow.
Oh, God.
You know what? Actually, I didn't, but thank you.
I know way too much about all of your genitals, desired genitals, and sex lives. Just saying.
You
know what?
haven't
I
seen.
know. And we have to make up stuff about yours. We've covered Chepo in peanut butter. We've had you slather him in frosting. But when it comes
Told
to
you
your
to
sex
kill
life, you
him
don't come
for
up
not
with
buying
anything.
you fucking chocolate.
Yeah, for not buying you chocolate.
That asshole
For
buy you
dumping
chocolate,
you
by the
on
way.
us on your anniversary, leaving us to make you happy on your anniversary instead of him doing his manly thing.
I went out the next day and bought my chocolates, but he did actually stop at a grocery store on the way home, and he got me some flowers and a Mountain Dew.
Oh, isn't that the
I'll give
sweetest
him half a
thing
point for
ever?
flowers. I'm not so
Did
sure
he
about the
put
Mountain
the
Dew.
flowers in the Mountain Dew?
No,
like,
and the
happy
flowers were pretty much
anniversary.
dead because they were all that was left after Valentine's Day.
Did you
Oh
open the
my
Mountain Dew
God.
and smell the cap and say, "Oh, this was a very good year that this was made"? Thanks, Chepo.
Look, I was excited about the Mountain Dew, okay?
I still have leftover champagne. I have to drink.
You don't drink
Mom
leftover
has leftover
champagne. How it goes?
You have to finish the champagne that night. You
Yeah,
don't drink it.
We had 3
Both?
bottles and we
Oh,
finished 2.
Oh, okay. So you have an unopened bottle of champagne.
No, it's opened. It just we just
Okay, it's not champagne anymore. It's just
Yeah.
weird tasting wine at this point.
whatever. It's fizzy and it tastes good and it gets me drunk. I don't care.
I like this Mountain
got,
Dew drink of love.
Some friends moved and they were going to drink this bottle of Dom Perignon, but it was warm, so the husband stuck it in the freezer and it froze. So when it opened, it didn't pop. It came out like a Slurpee. They
Oh
ruined
my god,
a bottle of Dom.
slushy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it still tasted good though.
Well, yeah.
See, I don't like champagne. I use it for cooking, but I don't really like it to drink.
I'll drink it every once in a while. I'm usually a wine and alcohol, like hard liquor drinker.
Yeah.
So
I just like wine. Yeah.
I use it to make like this champagne chicken stuff, but I hate it when I do that because then we have to finish the bottle and it's just.
I get party drunk and then I try to like touch ladies' boobies.
Wow. Okay.
And I talk to trees and I beat off a guy in the bushes and that's how it goes.
well, at least we know what your Saturday nights are like.
Your knitting really opens up your mouth and you talk a lot more. You are revealing things that I don't know if you know you're saying them. You're going to make an awesome grandma, grandpa, or whatever you wind up being when you're older and you're knitting. Kids will be just like playing and you'll be like, this one time, this guy that I slept with had 5 rings straight through his penis. And I took my fingers and said, "You're like a hand grenade," and I pulled him, and he screamed and screamed.
She'll be knitting one day, and it'll be at a family function, and she'll just be like, "I have 4 children by raping my husband."
You're all the products of rape.
You hear
How
that,
about
Tinky?
that?
You hear that, Tinky? When I get home, I'm gonna rape you. You better be ready, boy.
Yeah, Tinky,
I'm
she's
gonna
going to
bring
be
home-
there with some human skin shoes, and then she's going to rape you.
Hi guys, I
I think she hit 2 of the checklists for serial killer with that little statement.
Serial killers don't necessarily rape people. That's just a personal pastime. I gotta
No,
rape
I'm
Tinky.
sorry. No, they,
I love you.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
That was wrong and right in so many ways.
I think that Kansas is creeping back into her. That's what it is.
Well,
got
there's
a
not much
pretty
in
mouth, boy.
Kansas. There's like dirt and birds.
Got a
Dirty
pretty mouth,
birds.
boy.
Isn't that what it says on the state seal? The great state of dirt and birds.
That's gonna be like the first thing I ever say to Jason if I see him like face to face in person. I'm gonna say,
What's that?
"You got a pretty mouth, boy."
Oh, but you gotta say it in the accent, Queenie.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
I know I do. I know.
So full and voluptuous, just like a woman's. I'm gonna have so much fun with that mouth, boy.
And then you cut my mouth off, and you leave, and you sew
And
them
I
onto
sew
a pair
it
of
to a pair of
boots.
shoes.
See, what you don't know is that Jason used to moonlight as a rent boy, but he wouldn't have sex with his clients. He was just like, "I'm here for company."
Yeah, I would just sit there and
And
say,
he brought a puppet
"I'll
with
eat a
him.
baked potato in front of you." Does that
His
get you
company
off?
was called Cuddle Bus.
Yeah, cuddle bus. I just sit there and spoon with them on a cot in the back of the bus.
Eating
He's like,
bagels.
"We have 30 minutes. You're gonna sleep on one side. I'll sleep on the other, and we'll call it done." How about that?
Mhm. For $5, you get to spoon. For $10, you can fall asleep. For $15, you can drool a little bit.
And that's how he paid his way through college.
That's right.
Spooning with lonely, lonely gay men.
Being the cheapest rent boy who don't put out.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
We should put that on your tombstone.
Great.
The cheapest rent boy who don't put out.
Yeah, the cheapest red boy you don't put out.
And then
Well-
everyone will be like, what the fuck is this guy's story? And then everyone will know about you.
It's archaeologists will one day dig up your tombstone and just be like, no, cover it back up.
Actually, what I want on my tombstone is plans foiled by Superman. That's what I want.
So your life was foiled by Superman?
Yeah, plans
Oh, God.
foiled by Superman. That's all I want.
See, I don't
Oh
want
my
a tombstone.
God.
I want a tree.
You want a tree?
I want this thing where they like cremate you and put you in this biodegradable container with a tree seed, and I'm a tree. But I swear to you, if anyone ever lets somebody cut down my tree, I will haunt their ass.
I'm
Well,
gonna be a life stone. That's already in my living will.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be a tree, so you're gonna be peed on and by dogs and humans alike. So
Yeah. And if I find out where that tree is, Zelda, I'm gonna cut it down and make 1,000,000 dildos. How's that? And then you'll be 1,000,000 dildos. How would you
Ew.
like that?
So
And then
that
you're
would
all
sound
over
like-
the place with a bunch of people you don't even know.
That doesn't even
I
sound
would-
comfortable. First of all,
Birds
with dildos.
shitting on you all the time. Squirrels
Who
fucking
the
in your
hell would
branches.
use a...
You're killing my tree idea. I thought this was nice. Like, just,
I like
just
the
love
tree
the
idea,
thing of
except
being
for
a
I would
tree,
want to be a rose.
and you are
Some
just
jerk
shitting all
kid
over
cuts
my
his
happy
initials.
death idea.
Cuts his initials into your trunk. You're gonna be like the giving tree, and some asshole's gonna come and take all your apples, and you're gonna be like, "No, my apples!" And you can't talk. And oh,
No, Zelda will be the Whomping Tree from Harry Potter.
I'm having
Then
my
I'm gonna be
ashes.
like
My
that
ashes
tree
are gonna be
from,
compressed down.
Pocahontas, but like, I'm gonna be like that tree from Pocahontas, but like a nagging Jewish mother version of it. Where they come and they take all my apples and shit. It's like, why not? You take everything else.
I'm gonna be a life stone. It's gonna be my ashes will be compressed down into a gem.
We are trying
Um,
to talk my mom into doing that because she likes costume jewelry and diamonds, and she's very.
And it doesn't
brainy.
take up that much space. You can just toss her in a
Exactly.
drawer.
Well,
I told my wife I was
want
gonna turn it
to
into the biggest, ugliest
and
pendant
my
she has
sister-
and make her wear me all the time.
Well, it's like my dad is in a box in my sister's basement. I would like
Oh,
to have something a little nice for my mom.
me.
Oh my
The-
god. Out of
My-
context, it just sounds like your
In
sister
a
just killed
box.
your dad.
Yeah.
No, he's
Either that
in
or I
a
think
box.
I'll have.
He has him set up on the bar in her basement with a Coors Light sitting on top of his box.
Actually, you can also have your ashes compressed down and turned into bullets. And I'm gonna have that done, and then I'm gonna have them shoot me into Atticus, so I can be an Addie.
Addie won't be a
Uh-huh.
virgin anymore.
You want me like this?
Oh, Atticus, what are you doing?
That is disturbing.
Where did
It
that
is,
come
isn't
from?
it? I borrowed it from a friend.
You look like any number of YouTubers.
Oh God, you look like my brother.
Yeah, I borrowed this so I could do a video for another channel. I asked actually, I actually asked my ex-sister-in-law if she had a fake beard. I was over there watching the kids while they played with my daughter, and I was like, "Do you have a fake beard anywhere?"
What
And-
a question
and
to
she
just
goes,
bring up out of the
"Actually,
blue.
we do."
Yeah,
Well,
she said,
no,
my husband.
I just said, no, she's yeah.
I
her
love
third
the
husband.
food.
Oh,
What?
since we're talking about whatever we're talking about, I got asked to share this link to you guys because apparently some guy or
Oh
something's
my
going
God.
on.
That was the best stoner segue ever. I
No,
love
I'm
it.
not. No, I'm
Well,
not.
Napalm sent the link, so I guess I'm channeling his spirit.
Who sent it?
Edible Napalm?
Is he watching the show or he sent it to you?
He sent it to me, possibly because he's watching the show.
I don't think so. I think he wants to share nudity with you.
Death by uppercut by Batman.
Oh, by the way, who's seen the pictures of Aquaman?
I have.
And
Okay, I'm not a big fan of Aquaman, but I kind of sort of like Jason Momoa. I'm hoping that he actually will act in this role.
Here's my honest to God. Here's my take on it. Do you know how that picture is being released?
Through Game Informer.
It's a poster. It's a poster for the 7-layer burrito at Taco Bell.
Really?
What?
Yeah. It is marketing. It is marketing. That's why it says Unite the 7, and right underneath it has a Taco Bell screen.
Jason.
So
they fooled me because I thought they were talking about like the Justice League.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Oh my God.
Jason.
Yes.
Matt wanted me to share it with you because of your Superman uppercut or your Superman idea. Because apparently some guy on that page or whatever wanted to die via uppercut.
He wanted Superman to hit him with an uppercut and then die?
From
Whoa!
Batman.
Someone just disappeared. Who disappeared?
No one disappeared.
Oh, my
We're
screen
still
went blank.
here.
It just kind of crapped out for a second.
Oh, I gotta take this fucking thing off.
That's
Now
terrible.
you're getting on, aren't you?
I'm serious. You look like my brother. That's weird.
I looked like your brother.
Yes. The beard's not that long.
Do I
but
look like I have your dad in my basement? In a box.
That's my sister that has my dad in her basement.
Same thing.
Atticus could be your sister. Atticus could totally be your sister.
Uppercut
Right.
from Batman. Batman
Atticus
doesn't
will be
feel
your sister
though.
after I steal his penis. That's
Well, actually, it depends on which Earth he's talking about. Because in one, he actually.
My penis isn't that great. Stop. You don't want it.
It's better than my penis, which is why I want it. Also, hi,
Oh.
neighbor.
Who's monitoring the comment section, by the way? Because I can't get.
I am. Nobody's
Thank you.
asking any questions.
They're just arguing
They're
again.
talking amongst
Yeah.
themselves.
Pretty much.
Now they're
Or just
talking about fucking Aquaman.
Of
Dude,
course
the
they are,
photo
because
is good.
here's the
Actually-
thing. I don't think it's too terrible, but I hate the fact that the first image is fucking advertising. Really
that
does
could-
not
that-
bode well for,
Well, I mean, to be fair, all images coming out of this whole thing is going to be advertising of some sort. But I hate that it is for Taco Bell and not for the actual film. And I hate that we're looking at Aquaman, and I have yet to see what the vision looks like in the film of Ultron. So
That's because they keep things close to their chest. They don't have... Look, Warner Brothers has a shit ton riding on this movie, and already it sounds like a goddamn train wreck. I mean, they have announced that they're going to be introducing a bajillion characters into one movie,
yeah.
and how long is this movie going to be? 5 hours long? I mean...
Well, I think what they're going to do is adapt one of the, not so much the comics, but one of the Justice League's episodes where they kind of tie all the major parts together to get the Justice League to actually happen. But yeah, they have Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and Ben Affleck as Batman. I am more interested.
And they have
in trying
confirmed.
to
They have
understand
confirmed a Flash, a Green Lantern, but I don't know if they have the cast out for that yet.
They might. Well, they were talking about maybe taking the Flash and the Green Lantern and the Green Arrow from the TV shows and putting them
they're
in the
keeping
movies.
them. They're keeping them separate from what.
That's bullshit. You already have the characters established. Oh my god.
Remember, they're going to do the opposite of what Marvel's doing, because apparently Marvel is doing a terrible job at
Right.
at their cinematic universe.
They specifically worked out a deal so Spider-Man can show up in the next Avengers after Ultron.
From what it looks like, they went, hey, who do we have that's like a Thor character? And they came up with Aquaman, which is a decent fit. But how they're going to cram all these characters together and have a storyline that's relatively,
in a 2-hour film, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I can tell you right now, it's not 2 hours. It's probably going to be a 3-hour film at least. Wait. Shh. What's Zelda doing? She's smoking in front of kids and playing with toys.
He wanted me to. He has this little click bracelet, and he wanted me to make it a rectangle.
Oh.
Oh.
Here's some crack, honey. Smoke it.
They're supposed to be downstairs. They came upstairs, and I just happened to be smoking. So.
Okay.
All hail Zelda, the terrible influence. Whee!
Zelda is a positive influence. She's the nicest one on the Hangout.
Yeah.
She only flips us off at least once. By us, I mean me. And that's only
Yeah,
because
usually you.
I'm gonna become hostile at some point because you're not wearing underwears tonight. And I understand you're not wearing underwears because you're running a daycare. And I understand that while it's not really frowned upon in Mississippi to run a daycare in a slip and maybe curlers. There we go. Oh, I can sleep tonight. Yay!
It's funny that you have to make her strip for you in order for you to get to sleep.
Yeah, that's how much power I have. Strip for me. Strip for my Funhouse pals.
What?
I still have to hatch an evil scheme to steal Zelda's heart from Sheppa, and so we can have a super villain.
Okay, wait. We have to roll back that statement. Do you mean her metaphoric heart or her real one?
The real one.
That's a metaphoric heart, I think.
Say
No,
I can't
I'm only
have the metaphoric one,
asking
and
because of some of the shit you've said tonight is terrifying.
what if I take her metaphoric heart now, and then like
That's
after
fine.
she dies, I'll take the real one?
Oh. Okay, now I've got to ask, die of old age surrounded by grandchildren and great-grandchildren, or die at your hands as you strangle the life out of her Othello style?
No, I don't have a clown suit. It has to be at the
Wait a minute,
surrounded by
Othello was not wearing a clown suit in Othello!
He literally strangled cheating on him.
No, I don't have a clown suit for her to wear, so I can't kill her.
Desdemona wasn't wearing a clown suit either!
No, it has nothing to do with that. It
Oh,
has
okay,
to do
so,
with-
okay,
That's just a
Zelda,
prerequisite if you're
remember
gonna strangle someone to take their
if
heart.
Queenie shows up and she approaches you and she hands you a red nose and says, "Will you put this on for a second?"
Run.
Oh my god, I wish I had my clown nose, because I have one around here somewhere.
You have a clown nose?
We went and saw Barnum Bailey, and they gave out free clown noses.
Oh, yeah, they do that.
And
Were
Victor
their noses
Warner
still
said-
inside them?
Oh my god.
They're like, these are the clowns that didn't make the cut.
I'm trying to see if they released a poster for X-Men Apocalypse, and I don't think they did.
They released. No, there was
Ooh,
some.
sounds good.
There
Please.
was some. You're gonna
Oh,
have to have me on your geek show when it doesn't conflict with my other things.
Okay. Well, let me know, because it's never going to change.
There was some concept art that was released, but they're not really saying what it was that they were showing us. It was just some machines somewhere.
Ah.
It was your mom.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing the concept art for Apocalypse. Wow, they're making him huge.
Well, he is huge.
Well, I guess so, because in the comics they play with the angle. Obviously, you can
He
play
can
with the angles.
control his mass, so he can
Yeah.
become very large, or he
Wait,
can.
wait, what are we talking about?
I want him to become really tiny and still be threatening. I am Apocalypse.
What are we talking
wanna
about? I tuned out for a second. What are we talking about?
X-Men
I am the
Apocalypse.
Alpha and the Omega. What?
Wait, are they making an Age of Apocalypse timeline movie?
Yes, they
Where
are.
have you been lately, Z? That was the stinger from the last on the last X-Men movie.
Yes, and
I
the
didn't see the last X-Men movie.
the
You need to
concept
see the
art for
last
him
X-Men
is really, really good. I want to see Apocalypse go against Thanos. That would be kind of cool.
You do not
That's
know.
not gonna
I have
happen.
been wanting to see an Age of Apocalypse timeline movie forever. I want them to make it a trilogy.
It's not gonna. That I don't know if they're gonna do.
Oh.
That.
Nah, Bryan Singer can't seem to stop fucking people.
But they are recasting all of the leads. They're recasting the entire thing top to bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it makes
What are you
sense.
talking
I mean,
about? I'm looking at the
kind of
IMDb
play.
right now. All of them are there.
For Age of Apocalypse?
X-Men Age of Apocalypse, yeah.
I don't.
I'm looking at it right now. The entire cast is, let me see.
Even Femke?
X-Men.
Your mom's
X-Men
in
Apocalypse. She is actually. Yeah, Channing Tatum as Gambit, Jennifer Lawrence as Raven, Evan Peters as Quicksilver. Michael Fassbender, yes, Lord, as Eric Lancher.
Yeah.
Sophie Turner. Oh,
It's
Sophie
going to be
Turner's
the younger. It's going to be the younger cast, guys.
Yeah, it makes sense though. I can see that.
Yeah. Well, mainly because in this last movie, Patrick Stewart was like he was looking really old.
Well, you know what? It's funny is I like what they're doing because they retcon the shit out of everything.
Well, that was on purpose. And did you notice he fixed everything with that ending?
Yes.
Everyone's alive again, and everything's back to normal. It's as if the last 3 movies didn't happen.
Absolutely. When I saw that, I was like, this feels correct. This is absolutely correct.
Even Cyclops is back.
I can't picture Channing Tatum as Gambit.
I can. Oh.
I can't picture
so
Channing
buff.
Tatum without his pants on.
How does Gambit masturbate without destroying himself?
Well, he can control his powers,
He
though.
doesn't
Can he?
have to.
Okay.
He's fucking
Yeah.
Gambit. Who would
Yeah,
not
he's-
fuck with that?
Right?
What I'm saying. Do you think he just goes up and he puts his power into bras and he's like, boom, oh girl,
Actually, I think in a comic he actually
He
did
goes
that.
up and calls somebody Cher.
you look like your clothes don't blow up, girl. What?
He just goes up, calls the woman Cher, and the fucking panties come off. That's how it
No,
works.
no.
He
He'd
wants them
have
to go.
to, considering what his fucking costume is like. I match pink with brown and make it look good, eh?
Well,
That
in
was
the, it's
Canadian, not
Whatever, he's Canadian now. Hello, hey, my name is Gambit.
No.
Look, we're gonna.
Wolverine is Canadian. No, no. He walk up to go. He said, "Oh, you look like you're a good one, Mon Petit." I don't know. I don't know French.
You look like a good one.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that you look like a good one would work. Just, I'm telling you,
for
You're not one of
walk up
those
and
Gambit?
people
say
who want
and
Harry
it's
Connick
on.
Jr., do you?
Who,
Wait,
me?
what?
So you're not one of those people who wanted Harry Connick Jr. to be
No.
Gambit.
He would be a better fit because Gambit's scrawny.
No,
kind
you know who would have been a great fit?
not.
You know who would have
But
been
Harry
perfect
Connick
for
is short.
Gambit? Shush. You know who would have been Matthew McConaughey.
No.
Yes, he would
No.
have.
No.
Yeah.
First of
Yeah.
all, Matthew McConaughey.
Yes,
no,
he would have.
Matthew McConaughey pre-facelift,
yes,
probably.
He
Afterwards,
hasn't
Had a
no.
facelift.
Has the right
He
body
lost
type.
a huge amount of weight for one of those roles, and it just does not come back in his face.
No, because in Lincoln Lawyer, his face looked fucked. I'm sorry, that was prior. That was Prior's Club.
He does have the right body for it to be.
So
He has the right
Magic
body?
Mike, no, you're saying in Magic Mike, he just looked horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, don't
Okay,
bring
you're
up
wrong.
Magic
I'm right. I'm the leader of the hangout.
Don't bring up Magic Mike.
Why? Are you gonna fap?
No, you know why I don't bring up Magic Mike? Because my mom called me one day and was like, "Hey,
Was
you want to go
fapping?
see a movie?" And I said, "Sure, let's go see a movie." She fucking took me to Magic Mike. I saw softcore porn with my mother.
You went in there with a lot of other women. It must have been that.
The
Oh God,
theater was
Mississippi
full.
and Magic Mike. That room must have been really thick with steamy twat mist. Holy
The
shit!
theater-
Oh
the
my
theater
God,
was
so many
full
women just
of middle-aged housewives
no, the high
in the
acid
middle
smell.
of the day.
Ugh.
I'm
I
monitoring
don't-
the chat because they got mad at us. Apparently, they were asking questions, and we totally.
Who was
ignored them.
looking at the
Sorry.
chat? Who's
We
at-
were talking about Gambit. Suck it up,
Okay,
chat.
who's asking questions? Who's asking questions?
Asked them to ask them again, so we can. They'll scroll up.
They told me to go fuck myself. I asked them to ask questions, and they were like, "No, never."
Who told you to go fuck yourself?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna go back to the old way because people could go
Okay,
to
wait.
Google and ask.
Napalm, are you talking about Troy Baker, who's doing the voice of Joker?
I would like to know who is asking the question and what the question is.
No, it wasn't a question,
Tell you,
though.
goddammit.
Hmm?
Okay.
Go for it.
Illuminatus X asked, since DC Movieverse is a mess, does that make Smallville more of a gem and the last hurrah for DC?
No.
No,
Smallville
because
sucked.
Flash is awesome. Flash is awesome.
Disagree.
Arrow's awesome.
Arrow has turned into a good show. Flash is a good show. Gotham is hot and cold.
Constantine was okay.
Constantine, I liked. It was
I
very
liked
close to
it.
the comics.
It was, except they didn't explore his bisexuality. But I was like, okay.
The big problem that happened with Smallville was they couldn't get the rights to certain things. They wouldn't let them have certain things in order for that to become an absolutely awesome show, because it would have just turned into Superman at one point, and that's what they wanted to prevent. That's why they never could show him in the fucking costume.
Till the last episode.
No, they didn't even show him in full costume.
Oh, that's true.
The way they shot it, it was like they couldn't show it, and it was like they tried to get around it as best they could, but it was like, come on, DC, these people have been, pushing the brand for I don't know how many seasons. You could have let them have that one final episode where he gets to be Superman, and they're like, no, because we're DC and we're dickheads.
Well, you know what my thing with Smallville was? It's like, okay, you could clearly tell these were like 20-year-olds in high school. Mm-hmm. And Kristen Kirk and her fucking I'm gonna cry face that happens all the time. Like, first of all, she ruined Chun-Li for me, but outside of that, her acting was just not that great.
She ruined a video game character for you.
Well, she did. Well, she ruined the movie that I wanted to see, but not so much the character, because Chun-Li's awesome. But it was like every time that Kristen Kirk was on screen, her eyes were watering. She was always like very emotional.
Maybe she had hay fever.
Maybe
she was trying to portray someone with really bad allergies. Do you ever think that? Millions of
Americans talk about DC. If we're gonna talk about DC, I want to see this made into a movie.
Which one?
It'll never happen.
Oh, no.
It'll never happen.
So good.
No.
It'll never happen.
It's too much Russian propaganda. It's
too much. It's too much. Like, they barely trust American audiences to even know who Superman is, much less a Russian one.
What about this? Would this work?
What is that? Nope, never happen. It'll never happen.
Kingdom Come would literally be like a movie every year because Kingdom Come was so massive.
Not really.
They would try. No, I mean not the trade paperback, but the storyline, because they're dealing with different Earths, and they haven't even established that really.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying, are they going to make Crisis on Infinite Earths into a movie? No, they'll never happen.
But I thought they were never going to make a movie of the Age of Apocalypse timeline, and they are. But that's Marvel.
But it's going to be. But here's the other thing: don't expect it to be anything like the comic.
Yeah, and then two, Marvel's been seeding that for like 6 years.
It's like, if they're gonna do Superman movies, they need to do the freaking good ones.
No.
Is my thought.
Nope.
Nope. They're gonna do the next Superman movie is technically a Batman movie, from what I can tell.
Pretty much.
So boys, turn the TV down now.
Yeah, boys. How dare you?
My father just walked in and said he went to go see a movie just on a night out and said that 50 Shades of Grey is a girly version of 9.5 Weeks.
No, it's not.
Interesting.
9.5 Weeks. 9.5 Weeks was at least somewhat palatable.
It's an Adrian Lyne movie, isn't it? Who made
no,
that movie?
I think he was saying that because he likes 9.5 Weeks.
Oh, yeah. No, 9.5 Weeks was at least somewhat... I mean, I didn't like it, but it was at least somewhat palatable, right? 50 Shades of Grey just makes me want to destroy all of humanity.
Have you seen the movie?
No, I read the book.
Well, watch the movie and then tell me if you want to destroy humanity, because I loved it. I'm going to assume that it was bad, but I'm not. I'm going to reserve judgment until I never watch it, because I'm never going to go intentionally watch something that I know is bad.
Robert Banky has a question.
Okay, Robert.
Where is it? He's like putting question in the chat. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Well, Napalm went off on DC for a little bit.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
DC fucking deserves it. You know what? I have a theory that DC is intentionally killing itself so that they'll get bought by Marvel. And then Marvel will just incorporate all those heroes into their own continuity, and they'll just be one gigantic comic book company. I think DC is running. Marvel has the lion's share of both comic book and movie markets, and DC is running.
Yeah, well,
they
better.
have like 20. Yeah, but no, not necessarily. But I mean, DC seems to be intentionally making mistakes that'll.
With the exception of Superman.
Well, they've been fucking up Superman for a while now, though.
No. I mean the character itself.
Oh,
Marvel
well, yeah.
does not. You know how Marvel always has an equivalent character
Yeah.
in their universe? They don't have a Superman character
They have Cap.
because you can't do it.
Yeah. Captain America is about as close as they're gonna get.
Yeah.
No. But the rest of them, their characters are great.
Well, no,
Robert
Marvel
says-
doesn't. Marvel doesn't have an equivalent Batman. The closest you could get would be Black Panther, I suppose.
No. Marvel has. Who does Marvel have?
Daredevil, maybe?
Iron Man. It's about as close you're gonna get. They're both.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
a rich guy who has. Yeah, that's true.
No, actually, his equivalent
Yeah.
is the Green Arrow. The original Green Arrow is a direct response to Batman.
But that's DC.
Oh, that is DC. Shit. Yeah, Iron Man.
And Hawkeye is the answer to Green Arrow
Yeah,
on,
he is.
on Marvel's side.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bruce Wayne is a much better character.
Bruce Wayne is a psychopath that puts on a suit all night.
He's a mopey bastard who needs to get over his parents' death, is what he is. You know what would have helped him? Therapy. Fucking worthless butler. What were they thinking? Oh, I see that you've drawn yourself murdering more criminals, Master Bruce. Yes, I'm gonna grow up and become a revenge engine.
I will say though that Batman has some really good villains that I'm absolutely in love with.
No one can touch that. Here's the deal with the best of the Batman villains. They all represent aspects of Batman,
Yeah.
of the character. Two-Face represents his duality. Catwoman is sexuality. Joker, the insanity of his given situation of a man who dresses as a bat. He's also the polar opposite,
Yeah.
a jovial, evil character to his dark,
Brooding.
brooding character. Penguin represents his aristocracy because the Penguin is actually a very effete, in the comics at any rate, he's a very effete.
Well, they've merged the two versions from Batman Returns and the comics. So he's portly, but he's also very dandy. So
yeah, he's in the comics. He was a rich guy. He was a fence.
Yeah,
That's why he had the top hat, the monocle, and the cigarette.
Yeah, they retconned it. So basically, the Wayne family and the Cobblepot family were rivals, right? They were both.
Oh,
two
so
of
they
the
did
richest
retcon
families.
it really severely. Okay.
Yeah. So
And the last main one was the Riddler, who represents Batman's intellect.
yeah.
And that was
I never thought of it that way.
yeah. All of his really good villains all represent aspects of one aspect of him.
I wonder if they'd ever do an adaptation of The Killing Joke.
No,
No.
yeah, I wouldn't put it past Zack Snyder. I would not put it past
But
past
you would
Zack
have to
Snyder
establish
do it.
Batgirl. You'd have to establish Nightwing and the Robin again. You'd have
Nightwing's
to-
not in. Nightwing's not in the Killing
No,
Joke.
you're talking about the Killing Joke. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of what was it? Death in the Family.
Yeah, the Killing Joke is literally just Batman and the Joker's backstory.
Joker. Yeah. They actually did that in Arkham Origins.
With how
where
he became the Joker.
Yeah, kind of.
The
There was
awful video game that was released by.
yeah, released by the people who didn't do the other ones.
Yeah.
That's probably
yeah.
my favorite Batman story was the Killing Joke.
Yeah, Joker. This is when he meets Harley Quinzel, and he goes into this long speech, and you basically see through his mind how he became the Joker. Which
I don't
considering
need to
that
know
he's
that.
insane. Well,
I
considering
don't need
that,
to know that though.
considering that he's
But it's
insane
so
and this is an
great.
origin story, it's supposed to sort of speed up. So, the whole thing is sort of fractured. But he talks about how his dad beat him, how he was a failed comedian, how he turned to petty crime, and then.
Oh,
he
Robert
sort of-
Banks asks,
Okay, go.
what does Ivy stand for
Hmm.
Poison
Poison
Ivy.
in
Ivy.
Batman's personality?
I don't see the
What is
Ivy.
Ivy?
When we start getting to the outer ones like Poison Ivy, Clayface, you could argue that Mr. Freeze represents Batman's emotional detachment, but I don't. That would be kind of a stretch because the main pantheon are the ones that were mentioned before.
Ivy is his love of gardening.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't know this, but Bruce Wayne has a large collection of bonsai trees.
Because even for example, Ra's
Practice play.
Ra's al Ghul is probably his greatest villain kind of character, but I don't think he falls into that pantheon.
Well,
Villain slash father figure.
And then you have the
Yeah.
newer ones like Hush or
well, Hush.
what's
Hush
his name?
was a
Zaz.
yeah. Well, and the Court of Owls as well.
And the Court
which
of
is-
Owls, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't read Batman, so I don't know what that is, but the Court of Owls sounds like the most adorable thing ever.
No, they were the anti-Batman. Basically, they trained the same way that Batman did, and they would try to take him down.
No,
and
I'm
the whole
just
point is
picturing
to-
a bunch of multicolored rainbow owls sitting around being adorable.
So they're Care Bears, but owls, and they
Yes.
shoot their Care Owl stares out of their eyes.
Yes.
See, the way I
Oh
think
my
of
God.
Ra's al Ghul is that he is Bruce Wayne's Dark Fairy, right? He's the Dark Father figure to Thomas Wayne. And the way I look at Ivy is kind of because technically, depending on who's drawing her and who's writing her, she's actually older than Batman.
Uh-huh.
So she would probably be sort of like the dark mother for him because she's loving, but she's also very cruel.
I hadn't thought about it that way. Yeah, but no, it's the obvious father figure for him is Commissioner Gordon.
No, actually, it's Alfred.
No, Alfred is not the father figure. Commissioner Gordon. It's mentioned several times that Gordon is about the age that his father would have been had his father lived.
Okay, I can see that.
And
But I always thought they were more like besties.
Because there's a certain amount of respect that Batman has for Commissioner Gordon. It's touched on in the animated series as a great line in which they're giving Gordon a benefit for all the work that he did, and Commissioner Gordon's like, I don't really deserve this. This award really should go to you. And Batman says, I'm only the night shift. You have to do this 24 hours a day. Which kind of is like, yeah, wait a minute. Commissioner Gordon does have to do this shit all the time, and he doesn't get gadgets, and he doesn't get, and he has to deal with politicians, and
He has to deal with all
do
the
things by the
cleanup.
book. Yeah, and he has to do things by the book, and, all that stuff. So,
Wow.
Jacob Lively asked about Doctor Strange, and I'm thinking
Oh.
he means Hugo Strange.
no, I think you mean, what is he asking?
He was just saying, what about Doctor Strange? And I think
The
Robert asked him about
Marvel
Doctor Strange or
movie
Hugo Strange.
Or Dr. Hugo Strange.
Oh, it might be Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer
Cumberbatch?
Supreme. I can't wait to see that. I want to see how he does
It
that.
apparently has no backstory. There's not going to be an origin story for
Oh,
it.
no,
It's
yeah,
just
they're gonna-
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's a good
Phase 3 is just-
thing.
Yeah,
No,
Phase 3,
they're
they're just going
not.
to drop you in the middle of the film.
They're going to drop you in the middle of the film. Doctor Strange is Doctor Strange, and he's Doctor Strange. If they have any sense about them, they'll have him appear. They're probably going to have him appear as the Stinger in the next Avengers movie. Probably.
Someone just sent me the best question ever.
Hmm.
Let me get. Okay. Which is a better name for a rock band? Lead Speculum or Vagina Powerlift?
Vagina Powerlift.
Vagina
See,
power.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
Lead
say.
Speculum. I like
Lead-
Lead Speculum.
Oh my.
That just sounds like a case of poisoning.
Here, how about this one? How about you send this back to them? Toxic twat mist. That one works.
I'm doing that.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
She has a yeast infection.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my.
toxic twat mist is what happens when Poison Ivy has a yeast infection.
Yeah. Because she can't do anything about it because she won't kill
Oh
the
my
yeast.
god.
She just has to sit there and itch and be
Well, that's why
uncomfortable.
her plants are angry.
Ah!
Oh my.
Actually, if you think about it, she's toxic, so she probably couldn't grow yeast. It would probably
Probably.
die immediately.
Well, at this point, they have her as Green Goddess, so she really probably doesn't have much blood or normal human.
you know who
functions
she needs to hook up with? She needs to hook up with Swamp Thing. Her and
Oh
Swamp
my
Thing will
God.
become an
Someone
item.
that is watching the show, and they responded with, "I only asked that because I wanted you to giggle out of context."
Oh.
Well, I ruined your plans, didn't I?
Oh, you can just text "show us your tits" and she'll either flip off the camera out of context or giggle.
Let's see. Firefly. Oh, Firefly. Oh no, they're just having a conversation. Never mind. I thought he was asking a question. No, but but like Ant-Man is coming out, and I'm not excited for that.
You
at
should
all.
be.
I'm not.
You know how many times I've seen a preview for a Marvel movie and I'm like, meh, and then I saw it and I was like, yay!
Think about it. Is Ant-Man is also
None more
sort of a
so
second
than
stringer for me,
Guardians.
though.
Guardians was like, I went in going, this could be either meh or it could be a train wreck. I was not expecting it to be fantastically good and one of my favorite films of last year.
What?
Guardians?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guardians
I
was
love that.
It was extremely, extremely funny, and I love it. I liked what they did with the Nova Corps, although they kept dropping the Nova Corps, like the name, 46 times in the movie. I was like, we get it.
They're
We get
setting
it.
it up. They're setting it up for what's his name? For
Nova.
Nova, yeah.
He's gonna show up at some point. I get it. Why was Glenn Close in the film?
I was not expecting that movie to be what it was. Chepo brought it home one night, and he's like, "Oh, well, let's watch this with me." And usually when Chepo brings home movies, I wind up dicking around on my phone or playing my 3DS or something.
I was gonna say this sounds like whenever Chepo brings home a movie, that just means we're gonna have sex in front of it. But then I remembered you're married to Chepo.
I was browsing Reddit or Facebook or something through the whole movie. That opening scene with the, it looks all dark and crap, and then the music starts. I was hooked from that point on. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
And my son is now addicted to the soundtrack. He makes me play it every day.
I hooked on a feeling.
That's not what's stuck in my head
that during dinner, and he spends the whole dinner going.
Uptown Funk is playing in a loop in my head, and it will not go away.
I don't know that song. So
Oh, okay. Just go on YouTube and look up Uptown Funk and listen to it.
I don't want to.
And if you you need to, because oh fuck, I love that. I fucking love that song, and I cannot get it out of my head to save my life.
Right now the song in my head is a song about hands, head, and feet in Spanish from Sesame Street. It's been in my head.
Oh, you're such a mom. That is so cute.
All the time in my fucking head right now.
Now he's got Uptown Funk in my head. God damn it.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, it's one of those songs. I hate to say this, but it brought back, and then after listening to it, I went back and I found all of my Morris Day and the Time records. And I remember, and it brought me right back to high school, man.
You so wish you could you so wish you could eat a cheeseburger right there. And
so wish that I could stand there and be fucking Morris Day's foot servants like Jerome was.
No.
I would gladly do that.
I don't. You know what? I would have loved to.
I'd let him call me Jerome. Jerome, get the card. Yes. Yes.
I would have loved to have been maybe part of Prince's entourage, just because I want to see what he was like.
I've heard too much about what Prince is like, and that
he an
does
asshole?
not sound like
Okay,
One of the things I heard is that you don't get to address him. You have to wait until he addresses you.
Wow.
You just can't walk up and start talking. Yeah, exactly. He's nutty.
Okay, I want to say something about the chat. Lou, I don't know if you're drunk or if Raven Wolf is in on this or if you're just being really creepy right now.
What's going on?
He keeps asking for live nudes. I don't know.
From everybody?
Yes.
All right, fine. Jeez, Lou. He wants live nudes. Come on, guys, let's strip.
As opposed to the dead one that he usually sees.
Pokey smoke. Finally, I got to see some underwear.
There you go. You gotta.
I got some underwear. Hold on. Okay, here. It's
black underwear.
Wow.
He all about that bass.
My daughter sings that fucking song non-stop all the time. She loves it. She like all of a sudden she's just in the car, go all about the bait. I'm like, sweetheart, do you know what that song's about? She's like, no, but I love Gloria Train. I just love her. She's great.
Gloria.
Yay!
Enjoy this while it lasts.
Is it
because
Gloria Trainor?
eventually
No, it's
she's
not
going to
Gloria
be
Trainor.
singing
Megan-
those songs, and she's going to know what they're about. And you're going to be like,
Oh,
do you know what that song's about? And she's going to be like, yeah, Dad, I do. It's about sex, and I can't wait to have it all over the place.
Debbie's
Quiet,
the
Tom.
words.
All right. Well, yeah, just make sure he wears a condom or
Katya,
Or you'll kill
you're
him.
saying this now because you don't believe a word I'm saying.
I have no I believe you.
You're gonna
Believe
say,
me,
you're
I
gonna
trust
say
you.
that. You're gonna walk in your room. You're gonna curl up into a ball and cry into a pillow for an hour.
Stop yelling.
No, I'm prepared because of you.
You're saving up your prescription medication.
No. I just say, okay. Most guys suck. I hope you know that.
Yes,
Bye.
some of them do suck, and
Yeah.
she'll be. If she comes home fluttering, she's like, "Daddy, he really does suck."
Let me put it this way. The majority of the ones that will come after her, they will suck because they're not into it for good reasons.
Just remember, you know how when
You
you were
guys have
looking
seen
at
her, so
guys
you
when
know.
you were in high school and all the things you thought and all the things you wanted to do and all that stuff. They're
It's
gonna
about dudes, but okay.
Yeah. There's gonna be guys who are gonna be thinking that way about your daughter. And she's gonna like one of them.
Oh my god!
That's what it's like to be a straight male and the father of
I
a
just
teenage daughter.
in my head, I
this one.
see. In my head, I see your daughter.
That's
In my
the
head,
threatening knife on
Do you
her.
guys know how easily a penis comes off of the body? It doesn't take much strength.
Yeah, but
I want to know how you know that. Have you been taking lessons
What?
from
Oh.
Queenie?
I wanted to be a mortician.
Queenie,
Also-
if his daughter gets a boyfriend anytime soon, you may be getting a dick in a box.
I will
I
cherish
will.
that
Yeah,
dick
like
forever.
delivery.
It'll be packed in ice and overnighted to your house.
And then I'll go to the doctor.
Sure.
Hey, doc, I found this
There's-
dick. Can you stitch it
there's
on
a-
my...
Illuminatus X is asking a question, and we have like 3 minutes to answer. He's
Go
saying
for it.
Justice League and Avengers team up. Good idea. I think they tried that
No.
one. It
No.
didn't work.
No.
That'll be like Michael Bay squared. Ugh,
That
get
would
out of
be
here.
it would be a mess. It would be a mess.
Yeah,
That'd be too many.
What I
That'd
would
be
like
too
to
many.
see, however, is the Avengers square off with like the full roster of the Avengers, East Coast and West, square off with the Justice League.
You know what I would like? I would like for Marvel to have a single movie event in which they can tie in the other franchises with X-Men specifically, and have them all fight and Fantastic Four, have them all fight Galactus.
That won't happen.
I know it won't happen. Well, no, you know what? That could happen because if this Fantastic Four movie that comes out tanks and is horrible,
Oh,
then
it
they
will.
may be doing
Like
the
last
same thing
one?
that Sony is doing with Spider-Man.
No, Marvel has stopped is actually canceling the Fantastic Four comic. They're stopping all marketing for it because Fox, I think it's Fox owns it, is being a dick. And so they're like, fuck it, we're just not going to promote.
Fox like it's a person.
But the whole thing is that they wouldn't have been trying to make this deal. They wouldn't have made this deal with Marvel with Spider-Man if if Sony's version of Spider-Man had been successful. And that's the whole deal, is that they needed a way to be able to tie it into a more successful universe.
Yeah.
And so that's why they approach it. Now, if this Fantastic Four does not do well, and they're like, well, we can reboot it, and they're like, no, then they may actually go, well, maybe if we reboot it and tie it in like they did with Spider-Man, then that might be a way for them to recoup their,
True.
to bring those
Rebrand
characters back.
and-
Yeah, rebrand
yeah.
and bring those characters back.
I did see the trailer for it and for Fantastic Four, and I was underwhelmed. I understand they're doing like the ultimate storyline, but it's just sort of like, oh, okay.
Where they're really young and they get their powers from the negative zone.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell is Johnny Storm black. Like, where did that come
matter.
from?
They're
No, it's
she's
just- it
adopted.
was-
She's an adopted sister.
It just threw it for me though, because I was like, wait, in the comics they're related. How's this fucking working?
It's not going to be like the comics. Duh.
I know. It took me a minute. It just threw me for a loop for a
It's
second.
just like you to want all the white characters in comics to be white, and you never want them to change.
Oh yeah, definitely right.
And you hate it whenever there's a
Yeah.
new black one, like
Yeah.
Steel. You were glad when they
Yeah.
canceled Steel, and when they and when Green Lantern became white again.
No, there's still a Black Green Lantern. He's my favorite. So fuck you.
John, yeah, and he better be the Green Lantern that appears in the next DC movie.
They're actually saying they're gonna probably introduce him in the Arrowverse.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
They might. Well, the thing about it is that the problem Marvel's running into is now they have all these characters. They don't know what to do with them now because they're all
No,
split
that's not-
against. They're all split up into these different like holes. So, so it's like you have Flash, you have Arrow, you had Constantine was in a whole different side of the universe, and you got the movies, and now they're trying to move everything in together. Agent
Not
Carter.
like the Marvel Universe, because the Marvel Universe, everything's connected.
Yeah.
All I want is my Luke Cage. Then
Netflix.
I will be happy. I know
Netflix.
Netflix is coming, but first they're doing Daredevil now.
That
And-
Daredevil trailer was awesome. It's 10:01 by now.
Oh, we're nerds.